that water is another interesting thing about energy. And I learned a long time ago, I can write to water like I write to a hard drive. So there's this book called The Image of Water. You know, one with the snowflake.
The guy that freezes the water.
Right.
Yamamoto or something like that.
Yamamoto from Japan.
Yeah, I wrote to him. I said, dude, why don't you look at the gems and see what color, what the energy they have, because that's a whole different ball game there, and you can see that. But the way he wrote to water was very simple. He would get a jar of water, and he would write love on a piece of paper, put it on there, and it would absorb that love energy.
That's you again. Now you got to find it.
I'm wanted. But I learned a long time ago that your consciousness, our brains can actually write to the water. It's made that way. Nature, we're because we're mostly water, and we can actually read and write to that water. And I was watching another show that the Hindus and all these ancient series and stuff, they were quantum physics. They know how to read to the water. Mother Nature does this in nature all the time. All the time she's writing to the water, and that's Leighton knows the name of it. Was it the fifth water, the fifth liquid, the fifth matter, the fifth stage of liquid?
Fifth stage of water.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And that we are so intimately connected to, because our consciousness is really a cool instrument that we can write to any you can read and write to any liquid at all. And so I've learned to so what I do, and it's really cool, is that I've learned that music, what is music, right? Music is a wave. Within the wave, you also have the individual particles of that energy. So I learned to take music. That's why I call it inner gardening, because when you listen to my music, in there's certain frequencies, and it's called binaural. Binaural is when you put your headphones on, you play one frequency to the left side of the brain, another frequency to the other side of the brain. What happens is it goes right to the pineal gland. The pineal gland says, excuse me, okay, you go over there, excuse me, you go over there. But that's what the pineal gland does, is regulates the energy through all the different chakras and energy fields that you have. You force yourself to work, because most people don't have the both sides of the brain are not working, right? They're not connected. One side's working and the other side's working, but then both are not connected. They have to be connected. And I started connecting right away, because LSD, okay, all right. And it doesn't stop. No, I did that early. I went on service, I was 17. I was tripping by the time I was 18 already. You know, I was like, why are you laughing so much, Lopez? Sir, excuse me. You know, I'm sorry. You know, but so the music does that, and it's called training your mind, because what we do is your body and your consciousness are different. So your body could be doing one thing, and then your consciousness could be doing something else. Because every organ in your body, the largest organ in your body is the skin. That's the largest organ of light. And not only light, but it takes sound. You hear it through your skin, not just your ear or your eyes. And if you look at your eyes, the cones in your eyes, everything's not connected. There's a space that things jump. See, right? The energy has to jump and flow through the whole body. And so the Gem Elixirs, when I do something, I tend to do, for example, for people, like if I did something for Leighton or something for you, I specifically would tune into your energy field and see what's missing. And then I would get the universe to give me that particular energy that's needed, that you would eat it. You literally would eat it. Because a lot of times you carry with your body, goes yum, yum, because it absorbs into your body. But if you're listening to it, you're actually clearing the energy, the pathways. So one of the things I like about doing microdosing is that, and I told you about this church, right? That they feed DMT to the mushrooms, and that's what you eat. It actually expands pathways of your brain pathways. The way the energy, the way you remember things is certain pathways, and you can remember. You say people say you're not even using 10% of your brain. That whole thing. Well, that's what the Gem Elixirs do. They go into the pineal gland, and it forces the pineal gland to say, wait a minute, this has to go over there. And if it's not working, the energy will flow around and do stuff, but eventually it has to work, because it literally unclogs the pathways that your brain needs to send energy to, because these energy will follow a certain pattern. I remember I did in Gainesville, I started my church there, and one of the things I like doing is when I worked around acupuncture people, they would have me come and stand and say, okay, watch. And I would watch. And would stick a needle in, and they'd say, okay, now what did you see? And I would see this color following this meridian, and it show up over here. So that's a green color, and it's going right there. And I don't know enough about it, but yeah, that's exactly what the meridian that I was doing and activating. And so I've learned that I would tell the guy, okay, why don't you do that, but use the crystals to go into the energy field and affect the crystal that way. And so I've been doing the Gem Elixirs for a friggin' long time. I give it away, but people give me gems. I get stuff all the time in the mail because that's you give, you take, that's the whole process. But what's really cool, and it has to do with the soil, is that the plants and the insects, everybody vibrates to that. So I tell people, get the speakers, put it out there, and start vibing, and you'll see that the bugs and the insects are like chilling, man. This is cool, and because the energy opens them up, they're healthier. They're open to the energies of everything. The bugs have evolved to live around healthy creatures. That's the best thing for them. See, right?